Hello, church. You ever notice how many things? No, you don't notice. I just heard myself. You don't notice. We do not notice how many things go on around us on a daily basis. We think we do, and we try to be observant, and certainly for safety reasons, if we've got kids, we try to be very observant. But there are a lot of things that happen in a day that we just flat do not pay attention to. I'll give you an example. Years ago in a church far, far away, we had a Sunday where we were, I always think this is a weird phrase, we say installing new elders, like it's a light bulb or a new water heater or something like that. Anyway, we were gaining some new elders, and we were going to pray over them and over their family and all that stuff, and just a great Sunday morning. So we did all that, and we had songs about shepherds. We had prayers for the shepherds, these new shepherds, and for their wives. And we had them and their families come up to the front of the auditorium. And the people who were already elders laid hands on them and prayed over them and blessed them in their new ministry in the church. And it was an exciting Sunday. The sermon was about good elders, and also how not to be a good elder, that sort of a thing. It was the whole service revolved around, first and foremost, Jesus, the great shepherd, and secondly, around these men who were going to serve him in the church as elders. And one of the deacons at the back of the church, he was one of our guys. He kind of did security way back before anybody did security. He was greeting one of the sisters as the service was over. And she said, "You know, Bobby, the one thing I can't figure out is they've been talking for weeks about getting these new elders. When are they going to get around to it?" And he just busted up laughing. And when he was telling me the story later, he was cracking up. Because here this lady had been there for probably a little over an hour. Everything had been about that Sunday we were appointing these new elders and praying for them and having them up front and announcing who they were. And it was in the bulletin and it was on the screen and all of that stuff. And not a clue. Now, I'm not picking on her. I don't even know which sister it was. Probably, I'm going to guess, was a hearing problem, something like that. But we just don't notice sometimes even the most obvious things. I told you yesterday, I didn't notice a wall and a mirror, right? We just don't notice things sometimes as much as we think we do. And what I want to encourage you today is to just kind of go through today a little more aware. You don't have to bug out and be jumping around and everything, but ask God to help you to be more aware. And I'm going to ask God to help me to be more aware of what He especially is doing in the world today. God is always at work. And He's always at work in the lives of the people that are all around us. He's at work answering your prayers. He's at work answering theirs. He's at work changing hearts and lives to be receptive to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we just don't always see it. So today I just want to challenge you. Pay extra attention and ask God for help, because, we just don't always see everything just by our own accord. And look around and see, where is God working? And I think you'll find that there's a lot more good being done by the Lord around you than you realize. Sometimes He's taking care of things that people have been talking about for weeks. So there is that. But God bless you. Have a great day, and I hope that you see a lot of good today in the way that God is working.